Eastman Double-X 5222. If you're watching this, you probably already know at least a little about Double-X. That it's a 35mm black and white motion picture film. That it also exists in 16mm format, as well as a 65mm IMAX version created for Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer. That Kodak does not, in fact, market or sell this film as a stills photography product, and that we photographers rely instead on third parties like Cinestill and Flic Film to acquire big rolls of motion picture stock and respool them into standard 35mm cartridges. What you might not know, and what the specifications don't really reveal, is just how breathtakingly, enchantingly gorgeous this film is. Now, the look of a particular film is very much the result of how you expose, develop, and then either print or scan the images. Most high-quality panchromatic black and white negative films are very flexible and can be tweaked to your liking. Still, there's something magical about Double-X, a character that's hard to explain just by discussing tonal curves and grain structure. Bring a roll to an achingly beautiful location with good light, and my goodness. Perhaps unsurprisingly, Double-X reminds me of black and white westerns from the golden age of Hollywood. Landscapes take on a surreal quality, as if the whole world exists inside of an enormous movie studio, and everything is lit by tungsten lights shining through giant Fresnel lenses. There's a luminous quality to this film that I can only describe as silvery. It has a certain luster, an almost reflective sheen in the midtones. The various shades of gray don't simply occupy the space between white and black. They feel somehow illuminated. Much like this little park in the Northern California hills, BwXX feels like a small oasis in the middle of a world that has evolved beyond it, spared, somehow, from the axe of technological progress. This film's more famous sibling, Tri-X, underwent a cost-cutting revision a couple decades ago, while, as far as I know, BwXX is more or less the same film it was in 1959. Will it last another 66 years?